Hey, good morning, everybody. Greetings from Boston. I'm excited to be back on air and sharing with you. I hope everybody had an amazing 4th of July. I did. I was with family and friends and lots of great food and drinks and all of that. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a very busy few weeks up here in Boston, and I hope everybody is enjoying this summer. And I can't believe we're about halfway through summer, around there. And so the time is flying, and it's exciting. So many great things are happening. So let me say hi. Hi, Mary. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Terry. Hey, Laura. I've been kind of busy up here. I'm having a full life, hitting my workouts. It's so funny that at this age, and I'm sure so many people, we're going to talk a little bit more about second lifers, but you tend to, I do with Poland syndrome, my whole left side of my body has either developed very differently, or because of the syndrome is very different in my knee and my shoulder. I have lots of pain here because it's really been the side of use my whole life, from just picking up the pen to cooking to blow drying my hair. You can imagine just using one side. And Saturday night my knee blew up, and I've been sort of sitting back from my workouts, which makes me a little grouchy. I don't know about all of you, but I am healing, and I'm heading back back to the gym in the next day or so, just working, getting my knee healed up, and just doing some self-care, which is something that you ought to try. So let me say hi here. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Gary. Heidi says, I'm with you, girl. And hey, Frank. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you today about, I sort of want to get into this mode about second lifers, because as second lifers, we get to that point where the kids are gone, or they're grown, and you're faced with yourself. You're faced maybe with a partner, or maybe you have lost a partner through divorce or illness or whatever, and you're in this place where you're trying to recognize, what is the rest of my life going to look like? I'm in great shape. I'm 45 years old, 40 to 50, or maybe even a little bit older. But our grandparents at this age were very old. We are young. We're running marathons. We're night clubbing. We're dating. We're going out to dinner and fine dining, and we're with friends, and there's lots of stuff for us to do. There's workouts, and my mom didn't work out at 50, and I would imagine a lot of your moms didn't do the same. And my grandmother, my gosh, she wouldn't even walk to the car. But anyway, so we have a different life, and we're faced with a lot of questions once our kids are gone. Are we happy in our job? Do we love it? Are we using our creativity? Is this really what we wanted to do? I hear so many times that people got into careers that their parents sort of coerced them into as young adults going in college, and they're doing stuff that their parents wanted them to do, or they're doing something that just they did because it made more money, but it really wasn't a good use of their creative ability. So you have job issues, you have relationship issues, like am I happy in my current situation? Am I single? Am I married? Am I with a significant other? Am I happy there? Do things need to change? How about friendships? Do you surround yourself with good people? Do you have a good network, a good support system happening for you? Are you bringing value to people in your world? Are they bringing value to you, or are they just energy suckers? Are you an energy sucker? What is going on in your world? And we have all these questions that come up because Now we have more time. We're not running around with little kids. We're not going from the job to the kids and to the activities. We have much more time on our hands to start thinking about these things, and we're starting to realize that I'm not really happy here. Or there might be an area where I'm not happy. And you can have a great life. You can have money, and but you're just not satisfied. You're surviving, not thriving. And so you come to these questions that maybe really should have been addressed in your 20s, but they're not, because you just sort of rush through life, and here you are at 45 to 50, 55, and you're saying, okay, what am I doing? What is my purpose here? So I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about purpose and living a purpose-driven life, and why you should, why I think you should, and I wonder, does anybody care? I mean, there are people out there, maybe they don't care that they're just doing their lives and they're fine just the way they are, and maybe that's their purpose. But I think there's a lot of us that sort of wonder, like, what is my contribution to society? What am I doing? Why am I here? I had a time in my life where I thought, why am I even alive? This is so stupid. This isn't a good, what difference do I make in anybody's life? And I had to sort of come through and realize that I am an integral piece of the puzzle called the universe. And without me, the universe is incomplete. And it goes the same for everybody else. So there's a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Do you want to know that purpose? Do you want to hide from it? Maybe there's something more for you, but you just really don't want to face it because it means making changes in your life. And really recognizing some of the things that you're not doing or you are doing that don't serve you anymore, but it's hard to get off that treadmill. So I wanted to talk to you today about how to identify what your purpose is. If you really care about yourself and your world around you, you will come to that question, what is my purpose here? What am I doing? What makes me happy? Why am I here? What's going on? Am I doing the things in my life that bring me the most joy? Am I gaining value out of what's happening around me? Maybe in some areas you're really happy and satisfied. Maybe you love your career. I am so excited when somebody tells me they love their job. And that means on Monday morning, they're excited to be there. They're not waiting till Friday at 5. They're so excited to be at their job because they're in their zone. I don't hear that from a lot of people, but I do hear it, and I love that. I love when people say, oh my gosh, I have the best relationship with my significant other, my husband, my spouse, my whatever, because they are having fun. Really, the whole key to this is, where are you not just happy? Because happy is sort of a fleeting, I can be happy because I'm eating an ice cream sundae, but tomorrow I'm not going to be happy because I ate that ice cream sundae. Happy is just sort of up and down. But contentment is existential. Being content and at peace where you're at is part of your existence. It should become part of your existence. It's not just a fleeting moment. Yes, there are things that happen that may not work for you, and you have to sort of adjust, or things that happen, life happens when, there are, God forbid, tragedies, you get a flat tire, your car breaks down, whatever happens, right? And those aren't happy moments, but in general, you're content with your life because you are in your zone. You're aligned with your purpose. So I have a couple of tips on how to get there if you are so interested in finding out what your purpose is, because really, without you living your purpose, you're leaving an empty piece of the puzzle of the universe. So the rest of us are waiting for you to live your purpose so that you can complete the universe. And that's what, and there's my dog. Man. So, anyway, that's what you need. You need to realize that you are an essential piece of the universe. So here are some tips. Number one, you need to identify one, and I'm going to say just one or two, because this will be, you want to just hit one thing at a time. One or two areas where you're not completely joyful, completely at peace, whether it's in a relationship, some of the friends that you're keeping, your job, your home, your finances, whatever that is, you need to identify one or two of those areas where you know your life can be more complete if you are addressing the issues. So with that, you identify what you don't like, because sometimes we don't know what we love, we just know what we don't like, and we have to identify those. And then in those areas, maybe take one and identify what needs to change in that area. Do you need to maybe change your job? Do you need to look for another job? Do you need to ask for a different job in your company? Maybe take on more creative roles. That could be an option. In your relationships now, are you in a relationship that is toxic? Are you in relationships that are great, but maybe there's an area that needs to be addressed, and do you have to communicate that? And a lot of these things take courage, but it also takes time to really think about what makes you happy and what is not, serving you anymore. And then what I would suggest is to counter that, because that can be kind of heavy. You want to look at one or two activities or things in your life or things that you do or can do that really bring you joy, that you really love, whether it's maybe even just a day at the beach, just a little relaxation, getting away from it all. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's getting a massage. Maybe it's volunteer work. Maybe it's spending time with a family member or a friend. Find an area in your life that you really love, the things that you love to do. Maybe it's your workout. Maybe you love, I love boxing and hot yoga. Making sure I get there. I love entertaining and having friends over and cooking. And, am I doing those things? You need to do the things in your life that bring you joy. So you need to address some of the issues in your life and have the courage to look at it. Have the courage to look in the mirror. Have the courage to say, this isn't working for me. This isn't serving me. And then you need to identify what needs to be done. Do you need to forgive somebody? Do you need to stop blaming? And here's a little story that I tell in my workshops. And maybe I've said this before. I was blaming God for everything, or the universe for everything, for the Poland syndrome, for the craziness of my life, for me not, for the weight problem, for the food issues, for everything, like just everything. But basically the things that, more so the things that I couldn't choose, that I thought I wasn't choosing. I said, I didn't choose this. God gave it to me. And I was pacing in my room, and something just dawned on me, and I went, maybe I did choose it. And it dawned on me that free will is an eternal gift. So you choose this life. You choose this path. You choose your purpose. You just forgot when you came into time-space reality. So you need to remember what you forgot. And please remember that all of us are waiting for you to fill the piece of the puzzle that only you can fill in the universe, because you have a purpose here. A purpose that only you can do. You're not replaceable. You are the perfect fit in your place in the universe. So I think if you need help further in further identifying some of these issues, you can always contact me at steph@juststeph.com, and we can I can give you a little extra personal help one-on-one, and we can totally figure things out specifically for you. Everybody has, you know, their own story, their own journey, their own life, their own loves, their own, you know, discontent, their own happiness. Whatever everybody has is on their own personal path, and that's your path. And stay on in your path. You don't need to get on anybody else's. You have your own stuff. Stay there and work it out so that you can bring your best self to the universe. And so that's all I have for you today. And I just want to say my hellos to everybody who joined us after the fact. Hey, David. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hey, George. Hey, Frank. And I think I said hi to everybody else. So that's all I have for you today. So make sure that you align with your purpose. Walk in your zone every day. Maybe spend 5 minutes or so meditating on what that means for you for the day, what you need to get done, and then go on and live your life to the best of your ability, making sure that you are looking to be content and happy and at peace every day. So know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby.